Hi, welcome to this episode of integrating Rails apps with Campaign Monitor API. Campaign Monitor is a newsletter management solution, and I think it's developed using .NET. When did a view source, I couldn't see any Rails specific tags in it, and I also browsed through some blogs. It seems to be a .NET platform, but since it exposes its API through web service, we can integrate with Rails, and in this episode we'll see how we can integrate it. There is a nice API. You can see how you can synchronize your subscribers to your database. Someone unsubscribes, you can specify a return URL, and in the params hash and in the URL, the email address will be specified, and you can use that from the params hash and remove them from your database. And also other very nice things about the API. You can also totally integrate sending emails in your apps without even logging into your Campaign Monitor account. From your Rails app, you can set up campaigns and send emails. And here is the campaign related API. And this was recently released on May 9th. So it's really nice. And there is already a gem available called Campaign Monitor. And this is very simple and it works well, and we'll see how we can use it, and also some of the things you need to watch out for when you're using this API. This spends some time to get this working because there were some bugs in the documentation of Campaign Monitor on how you can use it. So I'll mention that how we can do this. The first thing you do is sign up for an account, and you get the Campaign Monitor API key, and you can set this API key to what you get from there. From your account, you can copy paste into your Campaign Monitor.rb, for instance, under the initializers, and this will you will be using it in your API. And one more thing is when you create after you create an account, one thing that was not clear is you need to also go into your account in Campaign Monitor and create a list. You need to have a list and give it a name. My dog owners list, or my cat owners list, or whatever, just name it, which is meaningful to your business, and you'll get an ID corresponding to that. And you need to specify this ID in order to add subscribers and remove subscribers. Okay, let's get started. It was very simple to integrate with this Campaign Monitor using this gem. So what I did was I also have in the initializers requirements where I do a require of the gem, Campaign Monitor gem. I have Campaign Monitor 0.1.1 installed, and I have a reg task. This you should actually get it from your account and copy your a real Campaign Monitor list. Otherwise, you'll get an error message. So this is a reg task. Describes what your reg task does, and you have a namespace and then the task name, and doing this environment allows you to access all the things that Rails environment provides, like access to the Rails model active record, in this instance user, which is part of my app. And in order to get this Campaign Monitor gem working, you need to have these statements inside of the task. So you do a require Ruby gems, and then you can do a require Campaign Monitor. I'm using Tmail. I just followed the Ryan's 100th episode contest winner tips, and I'm using his gem to actually validate the email and so on. So you can read the tip to how to do that. But here, what I'm doing is I'm getting all the user in the database whose state is active, just printing out the user size, how many users I have in the database who are active, and then I create a list, campaign monitor list, and I provide the list ID I got from the user interface in the campaign monitor, and I loop through uh, each users I got from my database, and I use that list and I add the subscriber to it. I parse the email address from the stored email in my database, and I also provide the first name and last name. I humanize it. So the first letter of the first name and the first letter of the last name will be in the caps. And then I print out the response message. This is the status, what happened during the API call to this external web service. And then I just print some statement saying when it's done. So this rectask works, and I will include it in download. And things you need to watch out for that could waste your time is this documentation here. If you do a datetime.new and you do this, it will blow up. Instead, what you do is you need to do a time.new, or you can use Rails 1 days ago or 30.days.ago. That will also work. So this is something that's not really uh, clear from the documentation, but the source is available. You can browse through the source. Even though this gem does not have all the new uh, features that's available from the Campaign Manager Web Service API, it's good enough for you to get started and see how it all works. And Campaign Manager pricing is such that they charge 1 cent per email. For some businesses, it may make sense. And the thing is, it's so easy to integrate, and your application should focus on your business logic, your core business, and what distinguishes you from your competitor. And developing your own newsletter management system is more time consuming and involves a lot of headaches. So that's not something that you would want to do in-house. So doing this by integrating with the external API is a good solution. And this is the RubyForge project where you can download the source and browse through it. Our doc is also kind of good enough so you can read through it. And that's it. Once you export, you can send email newsletters from either from Campaign Monitor account by logging into it and creating a campaign and sending the emails out, or you can also programmatically from your website uh, by doing a web service call, you can send emails out. And hope this saves you some time while you try to integrate your Rails app to the Campaign Monitor or similar web services. So if you enjoy this screencast, please recommend me on working with Rails. Thank you.